I'm so high with no edibles. You ask how does it feel? It's incredible. And now I'm standing on my pedestal. Y'all got no morals, y'all unethical. I'm so high with no edibles. You ask how does it feel? It's incredible. And now I'm standing on my pedestal. Y'all got no morals, y'all unethical. I got a baby face, call it.
What's going on, y'all? This is Terrance. I want to welcome you to another edition of Terrance Hill TV, presented to you by WTV over the digital airways of YouTube. We are live this afternoon. I know it's been a couple of days. Spent 2 days, 2.5 days in Atlanta just to kind of rest and rejuvenate, get away. I did work, but just got a chance to kind of get out of Alabama and enjoy myself for a couple of days. But we are back and we're live. I was able to post some content while I was away, but today we are back and we're here to celebrate the 25th anniversary of one of the greatest hip hop albums of all time by Eminem, called the Marshall Mathers LP. Before we get into the celebration of 25 years, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that notification bell as well to be notified whenever new content is uploaded. Check out the community section where you guys can vote on some friendly polls and friendly debates in there. And, just rock with this channel. I thank you guys so much for tuning in. But right now, it is all about Eminem, the Marshall Mathers LP. Oh, my goodness. What can I say? Where can we start, man? We just celebrated 35 years of Ice Cube's America Most Wanted on Thursday. And here we are today celebrating 25 years of the Marshall Mathers LP. I think it hit us all in the face when Haley got married last year. Like, man, we're all getting older. Like, Haley just got married. She's a mother now. And now here we are, talking about 25 years of the Marshall Mathers LP. So it's like we grew up with Eminem. And I definitely, even me doing the video on Thursday celebrating 35 years of America's Most Wanted with Ice Cube. I've witnessed all the chapters of Ice Cube, and the same for Marshall. This album was monumental. Coming off of, he felt like Infinite didn't kind of resonate. And I love Infinite. Infinite is amazing. Like his rapping was just crazy. Obviously he didn't have the budget and things of that nature to really like market the album like he wanted to, but his rapping ability on Infinite was crazy and wasn't he didn't feel like it was well received or didn't sell as much. And then he came back and did the Marshall Mathers EP. So this is before the album, before Dre and him and Denon Porter kind of locked in and put together an incredible track. Incredible project, I should say. Maybe the Bass Brothers kind of had some involvement as well. Have to go back and kind of research that. But man, this is where, because of he felt like the stuff he was doing on Infinite wasn't well received, and people saying he tried to sound like Nas or sound like AZ, and he was rapping. If you want to use the word content, he was rapping about important themes, and he didn't feel like it was getting him anywhere. So he says, hey, you know what I'm gonna do? He came up with this alter ego. I'm gonna rap the most bizarre and the most crazy stuff that you can imagine. And it worked. It resonated and took over the world. And the EP got some momentum, definitely got a lot of attention. He got also a lot of attention with a lot of freestyle battles and the hip hop shop and Scribble Jam, where he came in second place, and he gave his demo to someone, just kind of threw it at him, and not knowing that the person he gave that demo to was working with Jimmy Iovine. Jimmy got it, and I think Jimmy and Dr. Dre was hanging out, and he saw the packaging, and he asked, like, who is that? And he played it and just went crazy. Didn't have any idea that he was white. And kind of like the rest is history. They cooked up the Marshall Mathers LP, which I thought was an amazing album. And it was like, hey, if you guys love that, then wait till what we can do next. And they took it to the next level, and we get this monumental album that came out May 23rd, the year 2000. Man, it's 25 years ago. And this album was so huge. It opened with opening sales in the first week of 1.76 million copies. And we're talking about like pre-streaming. So you had to literally go in the store and buy it. And the lines were just packed, people going crazy over this album, setting a record of one of the fasting solo hip hop albums, or just albums, period, of all time. This album has been certified diamond, meaning it sold over 10 million copies. And this album ended up doing 35 million copies worldwide, globally, making it some of the best-selling hip-hop rap albums of all, making it one of the best-selling rap albums and albums of all time. Obviously it debuted at number one and stayed there on top of the Billboard charts for 8 consecutive weeks. And it reached number one in multiple countries, including the UK, Canada, Australia, and Germany. The lead single was The Real Slim Shady, which was released April 18th, the year 2000, peaked at number 4 on Billboard Hot 100, and won a Grammy for Best Rap Solo Performance. And then they followed that up with The Way I Am, which was the next single. It was released September 7th, the year 2000, peaked at number 58 on Billboard Hot 100. And it's definitely was a critical favorite for the way, the introspective lyrics, the rhyme patterns, and what he was doing on there. And then we get Stan, which was just like Stan was so popular. I mean, the word Stan literally became like a part of our dictionary and lexicon. The song was so huge. This was released in November of 2000, peaked at number 51 on Hot Billboard 100. And it was just recognized as definitely one of Eminem's signature songs. Had a lot of momentum. And this album definitely had a lot of rotation, and the singles did on MTV, TRL, and numerous radio stations. It's kind of interesting because M these days really doesn't really like go for like radio songs these days, and really doesn't even, I think Dr. Dre definitely cares, and I care, and other people care, who are like big fans of his, but M's never really cared anything about the sales and the accolades and stuff like that. He just wanted his pen to be respected, and definitely to be respected by his peers. And he's definitely got that. So to have the legends like LL Cool J, tell you that you're dope, to have Rakim tell you that you're one of the greats, definitely is like a dream come true for Eminem. And this album was just huge, man. A lot of controversy around this album. The stuff he was rapping about, from violence to fame and family, censorship, sparked a lot of debates. Definitely, turned a lot of heads with some of the language and words he was using on there. So definitely was very controversial. The anger management tour was huge, and him and Proof was going crazy doing that as far as the touring goes. And this album definitely had a lot of shock value to it, but it was just the aggression, the rhyme patterns, the way he was rapping was just legendary. And it's definitely one of the greatest hip hop albums of all time. It's been ranked by Rolling Stone and other outlets as well as being one of the top albums in music history. The track list for the Marshall Mathers LP was the public service announcement 2000, followed up by Kill You, which I love Kill You. Stan, then we get Paul Rosenberg, a skit by him. Who knew? I love that beat, man. Like Dr. Dre was going crazy on that. Then we get a skit by Steve Berman, The Way I Am, The Real Slim Shady, Remember Me. I love that record. I'm Back, Marshall Mathers, King Kniff. I always love those King Kniff skits. Drug Ballad, Amityville, Itch Please, featuring, what was that? Snoop, Dre, Nate Dogg, and Exhibit. Then we get Kim, Under the Influence, and Criminal. And then for the 25th edition, we have the Real Slim Shady 2000 VMA performance and the Way I Am performance as well. I'm going to do a separate video reacting to that. And going back to the CD, there was a song that I love called Drugs, which was crazy. And I think also there was like a The Way I Am featuring Marilyn Manson as well. But man, that so monumental, man. What M was doing at that particular time. You know what? Hold on one second. Let me grab something. Hold on. I found it. It took me a minute, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, this is a CD case. Okay, now what's so crazy about the CD case is in the year 2012, I had a really bad car wreck and my vehicle flipped over like a hydroplane and it flipped over 10 times. It flipped 200 feet. And what's so crazy about it is if you look closely, you can see the glass from the actual wreck. Okay. Yeah. That's the glass from the wreck that I had. Just so crazy. But I have a CD case and I kept, a lot of my favorite artists in there. So we have, you see it? So Nas. All right, we got Illmatic. I didn't plan on doing this, so this is all spur of the moment. So we got Nas. We got two versions of Illmatic. Okay. All right, then we get I Am. Okay. Well, Street's Disciple. The second album is on here too. It was written. Okay, The Firm, and then I Am. Okay. Then we get Nostradamus, Stillmatic, and the Lost Tapes. Then we go to God's Son, Hip Hop is Dead, and Streets Disciple. Then we go to Nas' Greatest Hits, Distant Relatives, the Untitled album, Life is Good. Okay. Then we got Jay-Z. Oh, also we got 8 Mile in there. Look, more glass from that car wreck. All right, so we got Jay-Z. Go to his discography. We got The Blueprint, Reasonable Doubt. And we got Blueprint 2, Black Album. We got the Linkin Park, kind of like a mesh up album. It's called Collision Course. Okay. Then we got more Jay-Z. We got Kingdom Come. We got American Gangster. All right. And we got the Blueprint 3. And then we get the Eminem. All right, we got Infinite. We got the Slim Shady LP, Slim Shady EP and LP. All right. Then we go to Marshall Mathers LP, D12, Devil's Night, Marshall Mathers LP. No, I'm sorry, the Eminem show. Eminem show. All right, then we get D12, D12 World, Encore, and Curtain Call. Then we get, what's this other thing? Oh, okay, Stan's mixtape. Okay, and then we get Eminem presents the re-up. Then we get Relapse and Relapse Refill. Okay. And then we get Recovery. Now I do have Kamikaze and I have Kamikaze on CD. I don't know if I do have Music to Be Murdered By on CD. I just don't have it in here. I just don't have it in here. Hold on. Since I'm all unorthodox right now. Okay, none of this stuff was kind of planned the way I'm doing this right now. We got Nas. This is Nasir, the album. Okay. And look, Music to Be Murdered By. This is side B. But, it's like a deluxe because you got side A and then you get side B on there. What else I got in here? Okay. Then we got Curtain Call 2. I have that by Eminem. What else we got in here? Some guy hosts this channel. I got his album too. Some guy who hosts this channel. I got his album as well, man. But yeah, I think that's all I got right now. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of show you guys that I did collect all this stuff over the years, and the reason I even brought this up because I was talking about the deluxe version of the Marshall Mathers LP, which you guys remember this? Got that on there. Man, it's like so many memories, man. Going back in the day. I used to enjoy these because you open this up, you get to see, who produced what tracks, who did what on there, who mixed it, who mastered it, the A&Rs, just who the artist would think. I want to thank this person, thank that person. I always enjoyed buying CDs for that purpose. And I still have my CD collection. Now, if you remember this too, Eminem had his own clothing line called Shady Limited. Man, this light is so bright. Anyway, Shady Limited was his clothing company. And then you flip this card over, then you get Shade 45, which is on Sirius XM. I always loved that picture because it was rapping. He was rapping in front of that gun there. You guys, lyric book. If you look at the lyric book, it's like chicken scratch written the way he writes his lyrics. It's so genius. But yeah, salute to Eminem, man. Just so many memories, talking about this album, talking about Marshall. I can talk about Eminem all day, man. He's a legend. And I have him and Nas as my GOATs, man. It's 1A, 1B, those two guys, man. Don't ask me to pick. I can't pick. I love both, though. But what is your favorite song off of the Marshall Mathers LP? I'll say for me, I love Criminal. Criminal is fire. I mean, the whole album is classic, but I think Who Knew is probably my favorite record. I love Who Knew. He was going crazy on there, man. But list your favorite song off of the album in the comment section. And before we get out of here, those who want to follow me on other social media sites, you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, X, formerly known as Twitter, and TikTok, all at I'm in the Hills. Those who want to donate to our efforts to Cash App and Venmo or both, I'm in the Hills. And I have two websites, www.doubleetv.com. That's with two E's. That stands for Epic Elevate Division. And also www.terrancehill.com as well. Please connect with me on all social media sites. Really appreciate you guys again for tuning into this edition of Terrance Hill TV, presented to you by WTV as we celebrate 25 years of the Marshall Mathers LP. Again, drop your favorite song in the comment section, your memories of this album as well. And where does this album rank for you as far as Eminem's discography? I have it as the second best album ever, but definitely, drop that. I know this is the biggest one, but I kind of rank it as my second favorite. But drop it in the comment section. Where do you rank this as far as his discography? Really appreciate you guys for tuning into this edition of Terrance Hill TV. Definitely those who want to donate to our efforts to Cash App and Venmo or both, I'm in the Hills. You can send a super chat to support this platform. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that notification bell as well to be notified whenever new content is uploaded. I really appreciate you guys for tuning into this edition again. I appreciate it. Be sure to be on the lookout for me reacting to the Real Slim Shady. What are we reacting to next? The Real Slim Shady and The Way I Am from the MTV Music Awards 2000. I'm going to react to that next. So be on the lookout for that particular video. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys next time. Take care.
I'm so high with no edibles. You ask how does it feel? It's incredible. And now I'm standing on my pedestal. Y'all got no morals, y'all unethical. I'm so high with no edibles. You ask how does it feel? It's incredible. And now I'm standing on my pedestal. Y'all got no morals, y'all unethical. I got a baby face, call it